Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Guy Dawson Show at WCOBM.com, the World Center of Broadcast Media. My name is Guy Dawson, and I am the managing member of Classy Communications, a full-service media and marketing company. If you would like to bring greater recognition to your business, your organization, or yourself personally, please get in contact with us at 702-845-6129 or visit our website, classycommunications.net. We are broadcasting to you live from the Gene Woods Racing Experience in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada.
You go ahead.
You mean you're going to actually let me do my own stone throw?
Stone throw from Gene Woods Racing.
From the Gene Woods Racing Experience. It's just wonderful of you. The illustrious Quan is back in the studio. It's wonderful of you to let me do my own intro.
It's my best part of the show. That's why I'm here.
Quan has hijacked my stone throw, but you gave it back to me today. Wonderful.
Yeah, every once in a while, you deserve to get it back. To earn all the credit. Today we're talking about something credit, right?
Right. We are going to be talking about fantastic plastic on this week's show. I have Barb Beatty and Johnny Parr, and they are with an organization that is helping you to make money off of the use of something that all of us are utilizing every single day, which are debit and credit cards. Welcome to the Guy Dawson Show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guy.
The banking industry makes a lot of money off of cards, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who don't really understand the way that works. So, Johnny, would you like to explain how banks make money off the use of credit cards and debit cards?
All right. Well, to start with, the banking industry has been giving you a debit card to use your own money for years. And a lot of people ask us, well, it's my money. How do I access it? Well, we used to have to write checks. Well, checks are kind of like the dinosaurs today. Now, there's not too many people I know actually writes out a check anymore. You just use your little plastic card and swipe. Well, because of the magic of the swipe, that's the way the banks make all the money. Every time you swipe that card today, you actually are conducting a transaction, whether it's a point of sale or whether it's an ATM withdrawal. You're conducting a transaction that the bank is actually getting paid for. They get a percentage of the profits that they share with MasterCard or Visa, either one, whichever debit card you're using at the time. And by doing that, there's actually millions, I would even probably go as far as say billions of transactions or billions of swipes per year. Or not per year, per day. And so if you compound that, even if you just take a micro percentage of that, say a fraction of a cent that you was making off of every time that card is swiped, you compound that by billions and think of how many dollars that the bank is making just on, even in a minute, much less hours or 24 hours in a day. These banks have been getting rich off of us, using these cards for years. And so it's a phenomenal transfer of wealth right now. We're trying to show people how to use their own debit cards instead of using the bank, to become partners with the bank and partners with MasterCard, to be able to swipe this card and continually make money, just like the banks do.
So how does that work, Barb? How do you become an actual banker, kind of to an extent, because you're getting a piece of all the proceeds from the use of these cards, and how can an ordinary person or an entrepreneur or would-be entrepreneur become a part of that?
Well, let me ask you a question, Guy. Does your bank pay you when you swipe your card now?
No.
Okay. Do you buy groceries and use your debit card?
Yes.
Do you use an ATM machine?
Yes.
Do you pay any car insurance or car payments or electricity bills or anything on your debit card? Okay.
Yes.
Most of us do, and most of us have at least one debit card in our wallet. And when we go to most stores, they don't ask you if you want to use it as debit or credit. They're not. A lot of them aren't set up to ask that, so they just use it as credit. Well, as a member, there are 12 different ways to get paid, and it's doing what you're doing already every single day. You just shop, and by the way, we will be involved with an online shopping that will have over 250 stores opening before Christmas as far as the availability to this. But we are in 120 countries, and you can use this MasterCard all over the world. But as you shop, there will be additional bonus money coming back to you. I shouldn't use the word bonus on that. Additional money, somewhere between 2 and 14%. There's so many different ways to make money, save money. Most of all, we just don't want to pay out the fees that we've been paying for so long. It's just too much. It's too much. This is innovative, very, very innovative, and this is the way of the future. I don't carry cash most of the time. Do you carry cash most of the time?
Very little.
Right.
Very
It's
little cash.
just so much easier to swipe a card. So why not swipe a card, and some of the money you get paid daily, some of it you get paid weekly, some of it you get paid monthly, depending where and how you're shopping and how many people in your family or in your business are using your card. You can actually, there's a lot of mom and pop businesses, and they can have their employees also have a card, and they can do their payroll this way.
So it doesn't matter credit cards or debit card. So you can swipe your card, you use it as a credit card or use it as a debit card. Either way, you will get paid 12 ways to make money.
But yeah, that's exactly
Yes.
true. And just the correction on that, it's just like your debit card you got right now for your bank. You know, it's actually considered a debit card. You have a PIN number that you can access it with. But many times when you go into stores and you buy something, they don't run it as debit. It can be run as credit, either debit or credit. So where the difference is, if they run it as a debit card, the banks make less money. And so if they do run it as a debit card, a credit card, then the transaction fees are a lot higher on using it as credit. And it's just the way the card is processed is all it is. It's still a universal card where it can be used as debit or credit, either one. But if you pay with that card, no matter how it's used, you're going to make money with it if you're participating in American Standard Wallet's MasterCard program.
That's a very good point too. On when people transfer money, there's a lot of people that send money home every Friday when they get paid, and they go into Western Union or the MoneyGram store, and they spend a lot of money on the fees. You can transfer card to card anywhere in the world up to $2,500 per card per transaction, up to 4 times a day, for $3, for just $3. I know a lot of people that send money to Mexico every week or send money to the Philippines every week.
Costs a lot.
It costs a lot.
Yeah, so fix the percentage.
Yes.
I think it's close to 10% almost.
It's
really
a lot.
expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so for $3, that's a very big savings. And so you take that across the board with all of the members. It's quite a savings. I was talking with a girl yesterday, and she said, we just had a death in the family, and my mother had to go in and transfer money to the Philippines. She said, you wouldn't believe how much it cost. And yes, I would. But I'd rather pay $3 and save money anytime than pay the fees that they charge.
So I have a more question for you.
Sure.
We may go into the commercial break right now, right?
Yeah, well, it's just such an interesting concept when you can get paid on doing something that you're going to do anyway. Cards they're just a part of life. I think
Yeah,
they are
everyday
saying that
life.
about 85%, I think I read somewhere, of the transactions that are done in our world nowadays, or was it 85% of the people are using a card of some sort
Right.
in our world. So yes, fantastic. Plastic is a part of our lifestyle now, and we're going to go to commercial break, and when we come back I want to talk about how someone who's an entrepreneur can take advantage of this. So you brought up maybe you could help your payroll situation by just using cards instead of writing checks. And this is a really interesting topic. If you are looking for an entrepreneurial endeavor, or you just want to be able to make a little bit of cash just back on something that you're already doing, you're going to want to stay tuned for the next segment of The Guy Dawson Show.